I'm geographically impaired, so for those of you who don't know, like, you can give me instructions, the clearest instructions, and I would still have a problem with it. Like, you could say, oh, just go down this road, take a left once you hit the McDonald's, and then you go straight for like 3 miles, take a right at the Walmart, and I will find a way to fuck it up. There is this one time growing up. So I was in band called Drum and Bugle Corps, and it was basically professional marching band. So I was 16 years old. I did not have a smartphone. My parents wouldn't let me get a smartphone until my senior year of high school. That's when I got my first phone. So what they had me do was print out directions. For like an hour-long drive, they had me print out directions, and then they said, oh, and to get back home, just look at the directions in reverse. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna be great. So, first time trying this out, I make it to my location fine. We like rehearsed at a high school that would let us use their gym to sleep in, that kind of thing. Use their football field to march on. So we were ready for competition so we could practice. I end up getting lost on my way back home because there were 2 roads on the way to that school location, hour away from my house. 2 roads that sounded very similar to each other. It was like Viva something and then Viva something else. Okay, so Viva something was the road that took me to the school. Viva something else was going the opposite direction. That I have no idea where that went, honestly. So on my way back home, I was like, oh, okay. So I went towards Viva something to get to the school. And then all I saw was the name for Viva something else. And I was like, oh, that sounds familiar. That's probably right? Wrong. It was completely and utterly wrong. And I drove on that road for a good 20 minutes going, I don't know where I am. And that was probably the single most terrifying experience I've had in my life, because I was 16 years old. I was lost. I had a little baby like flip phone to call my dad from. And actually using that phone was how I figured out my way back home, because those directions were not worth shit if you took a wrong turn. Like, they were not useful in the slightest if you went the wrong way.